What up, though, y'all? Dig this out. I seen this and thought this was absolutely hilarious. Now, some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. Maybe it ain't some of our business, but Ja Rule and 50 Cent been going at it since 2003. Now, for the longest time, Ja Rule went without saying anything back to 50 Cent. But 50 Cent got a whole lot of his notoriety by going at Ja Rule and Ja Rule not saying nothing back. Now, I noticed something. In most cases, no response is the best response. Can't say that worked out that well for Ja Rule, but the story's still being wrote. So anyway, Yayo and Uncle Murder, two of the worst rappers ever, were on $1 million worth of game, and this came up.
With Dr. Dre, first time ever leaving the hood. Fifth had us in LA. We smoking that Guido. I'm in the studio with Dr. Dre. Bug out.
You're like, oh,
All the dream. Kanye West coming out. At the end, like, this nigga, man. Kanye West. You know what I'm saying?
yo, what did you say? Did you like, yo, West? Let me get a picture, man.
50 beating up Ja Rule. You're 50 bucks.
I didn't even know Kanye.
You see how he slid that in? Sometimes I don't know if Yayo the most loyal, best homie you can have, or a little bit of a be kind of hard to tell sometimes. Generally, I would say he was a loyal homie. I mean, how could you not be homie? How could you not be loyal? You can't even rap and you got a platinum album because of this guy and stay on tour. How could you not be loyal? So I get it.
Hey, what's at
Yo,
that time, man?
we know 50 bucks.
He talking about 50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta.
This nigga crazy, man.
He said, hold on, go back to that part.
And you gonna tell me he didn't even know Kanye at the time?
Now I heard this story a couple different times from a couple different people. They wasn't posed to fight. It was a kerfuffle, but I ain't hear Ja Rule got beat up not one time. Not even from 50 telling the story. 50 did say he snuffed him, but 20 years later, everybody get to add and subtracting and taking away from the story. You can't be sure.
I'm telling you, man. I got historic stories.
What happened, man?
50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta. Like, he was there. Rest in peace to Chaz. I know 50 ain't really with him like that. Many man, Slim switch sides on me. I'm just truthful. Like, real. I'll tell y'all, because
A real street nigga, but you could tell them. It's the same thing.
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, what did you say? Did you like, yo, West? Let me get a picture, man.
50 beating up Ja Rule. You're 50 bucks.
I didn't even know Kanye West at that time, man.
We know 50 bucks.
He talking about 50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta.
This nigga crazy, man.
He said, hold on, go back to that part.
And you gonna tell me he didn't even know Kanye at the time?
I'm telling you, man. I got historic stories.
What happened, man?
50 beat up Ja Rule in Atlanta. Like, he was there. Rest in peace to Chaz. I know 50 ain't really with him like that. Many man, Slim.
I just got to pause here. You take Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder out of it. D-licking on the internet is at an all-time high. You got these guys, they got their own platform, so they say, but everything that posts fits the narrative of another guy who they feel they got a D-lick. You got some of these guys who may know something is wrong, but they got a mouth full of D, so they can't say it. It's entirely too much D-licking going on. Like, as a man, you got to stand on your own too and make it, right? Regardless. So I don't necessarily understand all the D-licking, because you could be D-licking somebody that's ripe for a fall, and then what do you have? All this D-licking, now you got to inherit they beef, and y'all not even friends. And then you D-licking somebody that live in the gated community, you live in the middle of the hood, but you got all of they same beef. Like, some of this D-licking by men is out of hand. And let's be serious, guys. Are you an experienced D-licker to know the BS you getting yourself in? Are you? Now, me, Juan-O, I'm not a D-licker. I get called an asshole a lot because of it. I don't care. Whatever drama trouble I'm going to have is because it's my drama and trouble. But I'm not about to be getting into it with cats because I'm over there D-licking. That's not about to be me. but I see a lot of y'all doing it. And it was a little D-licking going on here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Switch sides on me. I'm just truthful, like real street.
Yeah.
I tell y'all, because y'all a street show, that's why I fuck with y'all. But like Ja Rule and them, we
Even
there,
Big Ant
Chaz
knows.
there. Chaz like, go in the hotel. Yeah, it was so good. All right, cool. Ja Rule there. This is after 50 got murdered. I don't believe you. Black Child and them there. Nigga fifth. KO'd that nigga. So look, Ja Rule just come in the elevator. Murder! So look.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say murder.
Entertaining. Hard to believe, man. I don't know. Ja Rule a pretty laid back dude in real life. But whatever.
Man,
I can't.
I'm not a rapper. I never just rap.
How did this nigga run? What did nigga run up and say?
It's cold out there, Big Ant, ain't it? He holding it down. You know, they got their first lot of snow down there in Houston, which was only about 1 to 2 inches. But I can't believe he's still outside. He holding it down though. Look, they got snow on the roof and whatnot. He holding it down for the H-Town. Can't not H-Town. H-Town. You gotta say it right.
I'm from the hood. I would still make my phone was still ringing. Nigga, I had steams on my phone. I ain't know nothing about this rap.
So he said that. What happened?
Look, Chaz, rest in peace, Chaz. Fifth, you know
So
him and Fifth.
hold up, the Fifth punched him.
Chaz.
So
this
Fifth
case-
punched him in the face before he said murder. After he said murder.
Because my son.
Nah, Uncle Murder was on his own back in them days. He wasn't a part of G Unit. You know what I'm saying? And well, I don't know, man. If you 40, 50 years, if you 50 years old and somebody comes along to give you the opportunity to be successful at something that you've been trying for the last 25 years, then I get it. I do get it. But I do have a problem with this. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 1,000 with you. People say I be being political and I be playing the 50. It's just some stuff ain't worth me engaging. And then not only that, it's no sense in me dropping game on somebody that's too in denial to soak it up. We talk about weak and whack rappers all the time, right? But New York has a golden ticket pass of putting on rappers that they know is whack. Off the top of my head, I could think of a good 5. Now, Jim Jones is a rare story, which is a guy that come out from New York rapping one way, ABC. You know what I'm saying? He was a good song. He always been a good song maker, like you say, Mace taught him. So he been making good songs the whole time, but he was a horrible rapper. You look at him now, Jones probably been rapping. I say Jones stepped up to really rap maybe about 2005. So not that he wasn't on songs before then or his name was mentioned, but when I can really remember him rapping, making his own songs and all of that, that was okay. 2005. It's 2025. Jim Jones is 10 times better of a rapper today than he was back then. Some of these guys have always been whack, always will be whack. There's been no improvement. These two cats is some of them guys. So I can understand D-licking in their position because it's like, what else you gonna do? You can't go like work a regular job. They ain't gonna hire you at the MTA or they ain't gonna hire you for the city. I get it. But it's a little bit too much D-licking on this one, especially when you get them two together, boy.
Troy, well, it was really 50 Cent. Troy, he raw Ja Rule. I forgot what chain. Was it the little guitar he had? Guitar. When you look at it now, that's Troy. That's how 15 the places, feeling it. Pass the weed. So what happened? So we go somehow.
Okay, I gotta stop it again. Now, whether or not Juan-O partakes in the smoking of the herbal essence is gonna remain out of this conversation. But if I was partaking in the smoking of the herbal essence. I would not be sharing a J or a Bleo with nobody that didn't come out my mama's or my daddy's, or I wasn't about to stick mine in. For the most part, I don't even share smoking with, I wouldn't even share smoking with them. We grown as hell. We just came out the pandemic. You niggas is sharing saliva live on TV. And y'all super rich. Why is y'all sharing saliva? Super rich, I mean, you got $1 million and more money coming in. You know what I'm saying? You're rich enough to not have to share a blunt. But they sharing the blunt, gazing into each other's eyes and shit.
Ja Rule gonna be there, whatever. We at the same hotel. Chaz there, Preem managing. Ja Rule. Know what I'm saying?
Chaz, man.
And for the record, Yayo is mixing up stories. I hate to give a plug, but Vlad TV did a good interview with the guy Chaz. I think he got 2 interviews where he explained this situation in event style. This event, that event, this event, that event. That event in Atlanta was when all of this other stuff had happened and they was trying to settle it before it got out of hand. And then after Atlanta, things started getting out of hand. Now, I ain't gonna argue with Yayo knowledge because obviously he been licking the D of those involved. But he is mixing 1 or 2 stories together.
Chaz, like, yo, ain't nothing gonna happen. Chaz, you know, he's rob banks, you know, back in the day, oh, so cold. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the nigga used to rob banks and all. Motherfuckers be so gangster while they talking too much. But Yayo is an entertaining guy. And as a content creator, I fucks with him because he's entertaining. But he need to pick a ground so he can stand on it because, boy, you're falling. Your slip is showing.
So nigga Chaz, you know, we mentioned 50. Yeah, you go in and don't worry about it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? 50 out there, Dolo. Black Child, all the there, whoever. Like 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? Box like you. Hit him. Bah!
Oh.
He got Southpaw. That's how 50. That's a always catch.
So what did you do? Was you?
I was in the building. I'm trying to tell you. Don't try to amp it up while
I'm just asking.
What'd you do?
That's a damn good question because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If I'm with my man, with my dog, I can't even say my man's because it's too much D-licking going on here. I'm with my dog and he the bag in the situation. Like, let's say he done slid me 10 racks to slide out of town with him for a weekend to watch his back. Cause I'm certified in a lot of different states. I do that. Or even if he just like roll with me so he can get his money and be, not alone. Ain't no way in hell somebody about to usher me into a hotel while my man stand outside by himself to settle a difference with a whole nother other crew. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, not even my mans. Let me tell you something. It's very hard to come back and tell somebody's mother or grandmother or father, we gonna respect daddy on these, that something happened to your friend, they child or grandchild while you was there and ain't nothing happened to you. That's that's a situation you never want to be a part of. If you can't say, yo, he was tripping, I tried to drag him out of there, I left him. He wouldn't listen. That's one thing. But if you stay for the show and you ain't got scars from the go, that's a problem. That's a problem. I just want to share that with you.
I told you, Chad said go to the building.
That's it. But how you see it? How you see it?
So you was following orders, huh?
Like, chill. Chill.
He was left. So I've seen this a million times. I've seen this story a million times. Look, up man in the hood, like 10-0. He was left-handed. I tell you, run around the projects. He got the suit on, smoking 40 ounces. Wild. It wasn't working.
It wasn't
like
ready.
That. Ja Rule, Murder. That nigga eyes look.
Y'all can't with this.
I
can't with this.
I mean, it's the last reel. That's the funny thing, man. Y'all already getting money. Why you gotta be fake? And then this is even more killer, man. Ja Rule know what the hell he need to do. I'm gonna keep it a bean pie with you. I ain't never been a 50 Cent fan. I like his shows. I like his business acumen. I think he's an entertaining guy. He does have a couple of songs that I like. Maybe more than a couple, about 5 or 7, somewhere between 5 and 7 I can think of off the top of my head. But I've never been a 50 fan. Ain't that his dance? I never been a 50 fan. I did like Ja Rule though. Ja Rule was losing me with all that song singing shit. You know, it's like his albums, his first album was something that me and my girl kind of liked at the time. Every album after that was some shit that only she could listen to. Totally ruined our relationship because I wasn't riding around listening to an R&B rapper. I wasn't feeling it, no matter how much I liked Ja Rule last year. And then 50 came doing the same shit. I think they was getting a Vaseline baby oil mix from the same place. And while niggas talking about how hard 50 is, he used to be a man lubing him up with that Vaseline baby oil mix. That's already on the internet. Juan-O didn't just make that up. So my thing is this: you get to scratching the surface on any of these guys, it's some embarrassing shit. But to have a whole team of niggas, y'all done benched a few players and brought some new players in, and all y'all still attacking Ja Rule. And y'all the ones with the police order. Y'all the ones with the lawsuit. Y'all the ones with the scars. I don't know what we saying here. This is where the game gets convoluted. They team then touched your team a good 2-3 times, and you sitting here bragging about a punch. Gets a little deep.
Look, so we in the telly now. Look, we in the telly now. Because Fifth of grimy 90s, the Fifth grimy. Yeah. So look, Fifth catch him. Swear to God, when he in the lobby, it's like the eyes growing. Murder. His eyes just growing. He got a black eye. He got a cookie coming in there. Yeah. Like he came in the hotel with a cookie. So I'm like, yo, what the throwing garbage? Murder. It's like bad far away, son. So we get in the elevator, and that's when Fifth showed the little chain that was in Wankster, little cross. He go, look what I got. I got the piece. So he snuffed him and yapped him. Ja Rule, son. Damn. Like, think about it. Who knew Irv Gotti? Like, we was outside, like.
Oh, yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in, and the snow been coming down out here in H-Town today, and it cleared up a little bit now. The sun's starting to pop out, but it is still freezing cold. But we got to get outside.
I'm gonna give y'all some respect, but you know, Big Ant, that is not enough snow. But hey, I feel you.
To get the job done regardless. As the timeline start to turn up a little bit after this recent interview on Wallow and Gilly with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, and I can't lie, bro. It is entertaining and funny. And I had a link in the description where you can watch that in full and to get the entire show. They talked about a lot more. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm not laughing at what Tony Yayo and them is talking about, or the story of people getting robbed or beat up or anything like that. Losing a fight don't make you less than a man. Getting robbed don't make you less than a man. It can
Woo! Hold on, go.
Happen to anybody.
Facts. And I get tired of all of us trying to make each other feel bad because, like, look, you ain't gonna be the smartest dude and the best fighter. You ain't gonna have the most money and be the flyest. Everybody is great where they're great at. And any one of us could take a loss in another department, but does that erase who you are in every other department? No. And that's the problem. You know what I'm saying? When Fred Williamson, the Hammer, when he made it a point that he had to win every fight, live at the end, and get all the girls in the movie, it was mandatory because you never seen a guy in a prominent position in entertainment. He needed to do that. It was mandatory he did that for us. Now it's mandatory that we be realistic to life. And that fact is you're not going to win every battle. And us demoralizing or emasculating each other because a nigga won 98 things and lost 2. That's horrible. And that's why we can't make it, because in these other races, a motherfucker only got to be good at one thing. And we expecting each other to be great at everything. That's impossible. And that's why we all keep facing continuous disappointment. The expectations is beyond unrealistic.
It is strictly the way that nigga Tony Yayo was delivered and the way that he said the murder. Like, I can't lie, bro. That is funny. But of course, Ja Rule caught wind of it, and he went in the comments and said cap. Then he put the laughing emoji and the clown emoji. Then he went and responded and said, niggas had a whole order of protection against us. And Yayo sued us, Marvin Bernard. I know who I paid. LAMAOPUSSY niggas. Then he put the laughing emoji, clown, and rat emoji. Then he responded to somebody said, I will beat earth, wind, and fire out of Yayo. Laughing my A off. And it seems that this is one of them.
Hey, about time. About time. I'm not a Ja Rule hater. Not at all. And quite frankly, I do understand how I feel to be in Ja Rule's situation. You know what I'm saying? To whereas he had a whole lot of things coming at him. To speak back at 50 might have put him in a jiggity jam. And by the time he was cleared to be able to speak, they label had troubles. And then he was going to jail. To be honest with you, that whole situation kind of seemed like somebody sicked the feds on him. Because it wasn't like they was doing anything other than being ecstasy heads and alcoholics and making good music. So how they get in all that trouble? But that's neither here nor there. I ain't gonna point elbows and call nobody a possible tattletale. We ain't gonna do that. But at this point, this shit is kind of gay though. It is. But then I guess I kind of understand it. That's just like when the guy that shot me or whatever. When I thought that he was alive still and got away, I felt the way about that shit. Oh boy, did I felt the way. And it wasn't like I was about to go take the stand. You know what I'm saying? I felt the way about that. So I can understand. And how I was able to get past that. Well, shit, that nigga got on. He got on, and I get with him when the opportunity presents itself. But just so happened, I had already got with him. I just didn't know it. You know, he's a couple doors down behind the neighbor's garage, dead as a doorknob. But I can understand how it feels for somebody to come at you like that, be able to get their shots off, and you don't know if you got them or not. But in 50 case, it was a little bit different. He was out here doing a bunch of gangster shit, and he didn't get to shoot back. Or he didn't shoot back. Or maybe his gun wasn't on him. I'm not sure. So I would imagine his feelings to that situation is a little more stringent because he didn't even get the lick off. So with that being said, I can understand where they may be coming from to where it's like you can't let it go. But if that's the case, man, go lay in somebody's bushes. Put 100,000 down. It's a million things you can do. But to keep a 22, 23-year-old argument going and you ain't gonna throw a punch or shoot a shot, that's whole shit. Especially when the other nigga ain't been responding for all of these years. But what's whole shit has kind of been misdirected and redirected. You know what I'm saying? But to me, at that point, you antagonizing somebody for 23 years who done got off on you 2 or 3 times. That's whole shit. And on that note, we out. I guess I should have did like them niggas and been, 50. 50, because he might put me on the show. Come on, man. Facts is facts. Facts is facts, bro. They got down on you. You still made it. I don't understand why you tripping. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, you done made it so many times past making it, but then you got to look at it. Fifth done been through bankruptcy. Ain't none of these people that he talking about been through bankruptcy. They all still living and doing what they've been doing. So it's like, who is and who isn't happy with their life? Because at that point, that's what's determining success. Because I don't see none of these guys jumping out their vest to put on their Superman clothes to go at G on it. But that's just my take on it. And New York need to quit talking about people's music and who is whack, because y'all got a list of niggas that is super duper whack that y'all keep interviewing, y'all put on the radio, y'all keep them popping in public, and every song they make is fucking horrible. Horrible. Uncle Murder been on the Breakfast Club more than anybody. I think more than everybody. And Lloyd Banks is a way better rapper than that nigga. And I ain't seen Lloyd Banks on the Breakfast Club in God knows how long. But hey, we out of here. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of D licking, man. That's what I should have named this video. Stop all